Every year, more and more people are making the decision to go vegan, and for good reason. According to animalclock.org, in 2019, 834 million land animals were killed for food in Canada, and unfortunately, many more animals die on farms without ever being recorded as a statistic. Some are deliberately killed and some literally suffer to death. In today's video, I'll be going over how to be a healthy vegan, the benefits of following a healthy vegan diet, the benefits of veganism that goes far beyond diet, and as a bonus, I'll share some resources to help get you started. People choose to be vegan for health, ethical, and/or environmental reasons. Vegans do not use any products made from animals. This includes materials such as leather, fur, silk, or wool. They also avoid using products that are tested on animals or contain animal-derived ingredients. According to a 2016 position paper from Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, appropriately planned vegetarian diets, including a vegan diet, can be healthful and nutritionally adequate for people of all ages, including infants and children. But whether you choose to eat vegan or not, eating habits are set in early childhood. So it's vital you and your family expose your child to a variety of whole plant foods full of vibrant colors, lots of different flavors and textures, and prepare foods in many different ways to help set your child up for a healthy future. And if you and your family chooses to eat a whole food plant-based diet, it not only helps the child, but the whole family learn to cook and enjoy a variety of nutritious foods that are rich in fiber, potassium, magnesium, folate, vitamin C and E, and phytochemicals. In general, plant-based diets also typically have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and even some cancers. Vegetarian or vegan diets adopted for ethical or religious reasons may or may not be healthy though. Veganism is a lifestyle while plant-based is a diet. You can most definitely be vegan but consume a crappy diet full of highly processed foods, full of sodium, inflammatory oils, sugar, fat, artificial flavors and colors, and so much more. But at the same time, you can be an extremely healthy vegan following a whole food plant-based diet full of vibrant colors and flavors and nutrients. It can be a challenge to eat a healthy, unprocessed vegan diet in the world we live in today because of how many vegan options there now are, such as Oreos, plant-based meats, dairy-free ice cream, cakes, milks, and more. Which, don't get me wrong, it's amazing. It just proves that more and more of us are going vegan. Right? And that's wonderful in my eyes. More vegans equal less harm and exploitation of animals. Right, Axton? Yeah. But the sad reality is that many people following a vegan lifestyle don't always have reliable sources when it comes to eating a healthy vegan diet. So they often rely heavily on the processed, convenient foods labeled as vegan or plant-based. This in turn can cause their health to plummet, making many of them resort back to eating meat. Hey, Ax? But very rarely will you see or hear of a vegan influencer or anyone in general who adopted a whole foods plant-based diet or basically any non-restrictive vegan diet, going back to eating animals. It just doesn't align with our morals, and if done correctly, you'll feel amazing. So there's really no need to resort back to eating animals. But I'll get into all of that I'll get into all of that in another video, so hang tight. If you want to be vegan for the long haul, real, whole, unprocessed plant foods should be the staple in your diet. It's best to steer clear of the many unhealthy, highly processed vegan labeled foods that are marketed in a way that seems healthy, but in reality the product is not healthy whatsoever. More times than not, companies will market their vegan foods as plant-based or made with organic ingredients or made with whole grains and so many other terms that pump the consumer up, making them feel as though they're making a nutritious choice for their family, when in reality it's quite the opposite. And when making the switch to a vegan lifestyle, it's vital you gain some understanding of nutrition so that you can be a role model to others, as well as maintain your health or even increase your well-being. If you grab a food labeled as vegan and read the ingredients on it, more times than not, the ingredient list goes on and on and on for days. That vegan product is often full of crap many of us cannot even pronounce, let alone know what it is. So if you want to follow a vegan diet correctly, you should eat a predominantly whole food plant-based diet, keeping the processed foods to a minimum. When you begin reading the ingredients on packaged foods, you'll soon learn that just because a food is labeled as vegan, it doesn't always mean that it's good for you. Those types of foods are okay once in a while, but they shouldn't be a daily staple if you're wanting to be healthy and sustain a vegan lifestyle for the long haul. But don't get me wrong, you don't need to completely avoid the vegan snacks you love. If it's helping you stay vegan for the animals, indulging in some chips or Oreos on occasion doesn't mean you can't be healthy. Being healthy is more than just what you put into your mouth. Believe it or not, you have to treat your mind well in order to be healthy, not just your body. And if you want to be a positive influence on others when following a vegan lifestyle, you must take care of your health. So I think it's vital you learn a bit in regards to eating a balanced vegan diet before making the switch, just to ensure you do it safely and you're a positive influence on others. Veganism often gets a really bad rap. I'm currently working on a vegan nutrition series where I'll go over the common nutrients to be aware of when following a vegan diet, so stay tuned. And in order to be vegan for the long haul, you need to focus on not only what you put into your mouth, but the traditions and routines you follow day to day as well. Think about how you will handle certain situations where non-vegan activities may arise. With that being said, it is so important when transitioning to veganism to dig deep into why this lifestyle speaks to you. A big lifestyle change is easier to sustain if you wholeheartedly believe in your decision. It needs to align with your morals, and you must have a solid foundation before starting any new lifestyle. Veganism is so much more than just what you put into your mouth. It goes way beyond just a diet. Think about the standards you hold yourself accountable to and why you believe something is right or wrong. Being vegan can be challenging, especially if you're the only one in your circle who's vegan or vegetarian. So think of the struggles you may face and whether or not you're up for the challenge at this time in your life. The first 30 days are always the hardest, so you need to have a solid reason why set before jumping into such a huge lifestyle change. He doesn't know what he wants. He just wants up and down, up and down. Some people find it easier to start with one meatless day a week or one meatless meal a day and slowly move more. You're giving yourself kisses? He can see himself in the camera. Some people find it easier to start with one meatless day a week or one meatless meal a day and slowly move more towards less meat as the days go on, while others find it works best when they do it cold turkey. I myself went vegetarian overnight in high school after watching a documentary. I can't recall what the documentary was. I think it might have been maybe Forks Over Knives, or I don't know. I can't remember which one it was actually. You need to find a way that works for you as a unique individual. Find what truly speaks to you. After I watched the documentary, there was no way I could take away an innocent animal's life. So going cold turkey definitely worked best for me. I'll film another video on just tips and tricks that can help you go vegan in the near future here. But yeah, anyway, now that we've briefly talked about how to go vegan safely, let's get into the benefits of following a vegan lifestyle when done correctly. So there are so many benefits to a vegan lifestyle beyond just diet. It's almost impossible to name all of the benefits, but I'll talk about a few. So a whole food, plant-based diet can be one of the healthiest ways to eat. According to studies done by Dean Ornish, Caldwell Esselstyn, I always pronounce it wrong, and others have shown that a low-fat plant-based diet combined with regular exercise and a healthy overall lifestyle can prevent, delay, and even reverse heart disease and other cardiovascular events. Plant-based diets are good for heart health because they contain no dietary cholesterol, very little saturated fat, and a lot of fiber. Meat, cheese, and eggs, on the other hand, are packed with cholesterol and saturated fat, which cause plaque buildup in the arteries, which eventually can lead to heart disease. I got little man again. He's just gonna be in and out of this video today. A plant-based diet can also improve several risk factors for heart disease, which helps improve blood pressure, can help with high cholesterol. It's so hard to film with my toddler running around, and they're doing some construction outside as well as renovations in the basement, so you're gonna hear a little bit of noises from all over, and I apologize for that. But before I go off topic too much, let's just get back into the video. Plant-based diet can also help improve several risk factors for heart disease, such as high blood pressure, because a plant-based diet is so rich in potassium, which helps improve blood pressure. It helps with high cholesterol because a plant-based diet is so rich in fiber, rich foods, which helps to lower cholesterol. Atherosclerosis, diets rich in saturated fat and cholesterol cause plaque buildup in the arteries, restricting blood flow. Plant-based diets can also help reduce inflammation, which can lead to heart disease and other conditions. A healthy plant-based diet can also help prevent, manage, and reverse type 2 diabetes. because it can lower body weight, improve insulin function, and increase beta cells' ability to regulate blood sugar. But veganism isn't only about diet, as most people believe. Veganism is about the animals, the innocent lives who don't have a voice. Going vegan means we stand up for the voiceless. In Canada, animal welfare isn't regulated on farms. The industry is allowed to make its own rules, basically, and uncover investigations have shown time and time again that what goes on behind closed doors is nothing but neglect and cruelty. The only federal laws that specifically protect farmed animals are for the transport and slaughter process. But Canada's animal transport laws don't protect the animal suffering at all. There's no maximum or minimum temperature animals can be transported in. The large metal trucks that transport animals to slaughterhouses have holes lining the sides with no climate control. Whether it's like a -40 or +40, it's business as usual. On really hot days, animals often arrive dead or dying of heat stress. On cold days, animals often arrive frozen to death. Chickens and pigs can legally be transported for 36 hours without food or water. For cows, it's up to 52 hours. Now tell me, how can we allow this? The good news is that we can do something about it. Every time we spend money either on clothing, cosmetics, or food, we can choose to help these animals. Every time we make the switch from an animal product to a vegan one, we are standing up for the farmed animals everywhere. Going vegan is easier than ever before. Veganism is definitely becoming more mainstream these days, so it really just comes down to your morals and whether you want to stand up for the voiceless. Okay, he's getting a little fussy. I gotta give him a snack or something. And as promised, I'm gonna share some resources with you to help get you started. So to start off, here are some websites and some books and podcasts. So I hope these resources help you get started on your vegan journey. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell below, because I am going to be starting a vegan nutrition series really soon here.